Welcome to this video on how to enter a new permit application in eMuniManagement. Click on the Permit Logging menu button. This invokes the permit logging submenus, which include Permit Applications, Impervious Coverage Tracking, Permits Management, and Permit Reporting. Click the Permit Applications button. The application information form allows you to search by street address, owner name, or parcel or UPI number. We'll search by street address. Our applicant is Catherine Ramos, located at 572 Prizer Court. The application allows you to search by partial or full information. Let's type in 572 and click the search icon. Our search returns 2 parcels. Our applicant owns the second parcel. If we had more parcels returned, we could narrow our search by typing in the owner's name in the secondary search field. Click the Open button for our applicant. Information for this parcel is returned from the database and displayed on the applicant information form. This includes the parcel number, which is used for tracking and verification, but is not editable. Now let's fill in our application. The top portion is the applicant information, which is needed for all permit types. All fields with a red asterisk are required data fields. The application date defaults to the current date. You can change this date if you wish by clicking in this field and using the calendar to select a different date. We'll leave this as today's date. Verify that the information regarding the applicant is correct. If you need to, modify any incorrect fields. Our information is fine, so we won't change any data in these fields. Depending on the type of permit, the applicant may be the owner, a contractor, a realtor, or some other agent. For our example, the applicant is the owner, so we'll check the applicant agent same as owner checkbox. Notice that this portion of the form now populates with the known owner information. There are still a few required fields we need to enter. The first field is the applicant's phone number. The next field is the applicant's email address. Click the drop-down arrow in the existing use field. Select the entry that describes how the structure or parcel at this location is currently being used. We'll select residential. If you'd like, you can upload a copy of the original application form. This form must already be scanned to an accessible location. Valid formats are shown below this field. While this is optional, it is recommended that you store the original copy as a best practice. For our example, we'll follow this best practice. Click on the Choose File field. Navigate to the location of the original application. Click on it and click Open. The name of the file appears in the Upload Original Scanned Application field. The lot number is also optional. If you need this data for reporting, you should enter it here. The Subdivision Land Development field is also optional. If the parcel is part of a larger subdivision and you want to track that information, enter it into this field. The zoning district is the zoning designation from your municipality's zoning map for this parcel. The Add Permits section is where you can add the individual permit types. For our example, we're going to add a building permit for a home addition, but the process is the same for most permit types. Click the Building Permit checkbox. the building permit application is displayed. Select the improvement type from the drop-down list. We'll choose Addition. Begin typing the name of the contractor who will be performing the work. In our example, the contractor is Crow Construction. A list of contractors that have already been set up by your eMuni administrator will appear. Select the contractor from the drop-down list. Enter a description of the work being done in the Project Description field. If engineering plans are being submitted with the application, attach them by clicking the Choose Files button in the Engineering Plans field. You can also attach these later using the Permits Management feature. We won't add plans at this time. Enter the cost of the work being performed. You can type in cents if you wish, but this is not required. Also, do not type in the $sign, just the numeric amount. In the Proposed Use field, enter a brief description as to how the addition will be used. For our example, this is going to be a sunroom. The permit expiration for a building permit defaults to 1 year, or 12 months. You can change this date by modifying the number of months the permit is good for. We're going to change this to 18 months and click on the expiration date field. Notice that this changes to reflect the new 18-month expiration. You cannot change the expiration date in the expiration date field. You can only change it by modifying the expires in months field. The UCC type is the Universal Construction Type Code for this permit. If we select Commercial, a subform is presented for entering information specific to commercial use. Since our permit is for a home addition, we'll select Residential. Click the Submit button. A permit summary is presented for you to review. If you need to make any changes, click the Edit button. Since our application looks fine, we'll click the Save button. We're now notified that our application was successfully saved and the building permit number is provided. It's a best practice to write the permit number on the original application if you have it available. Once you're ready, click OK. If there are any fees associated with this permit application, they can be added here on the Fee Info tab by clicking the Add Fee Info button. While it is typical to add fees at the time the permit application is entered, we cover this in a separate tutorial in our video library. Thank you for watching this video on how to enter a permit application in eMuniManagement.